Okay, so I do want to preface everything that I do with before using my product. If you are unsure about any of the ingredients that are in it, I suggest that you consult with your physician because a lot of the products that or the products that I make are skincare products. It's always good to consult with a physician, specifically if I'm making anything specialized and you have something like eczema. Typically there are items, there are ingredients that you shouldn't be using on your skin. And so while I have done research and I have come up with recipes that I feel from my research and the education that I have gained on my own, I come up with these things and then I put them together. I don't expect that anyone takes my word as that of a medical doctor. So if you have questions beyond what I'm able to provide, I suggest that you check with your provider, your dermatologist, or someone who can better inform you on things that you should or should not be using on your skin. But anyway, I wanted to get that out of the way. Now I'm working on getting the shea butter into the double boiler so that I can melt it down. So give me just a moment. Give me just a moment so I can get my gloves on and I'll get started. All right, so I also wanted to make clear that before I do anything, before I start whipping up anything, I am working in my house, and I know some people worry about sterility and that. I'm very big on sterility. I spent yesterday sterilizing the area where I'm working, so all of the containers, all of the utensils that I'm using have been sterilized. So what I'm doing now, I've got my double boiler going. I'm about to add the 2 tablespoons of shea butter. So this is my shea butter. A lot of my products I purchase from, oh man, I can't even think of the name of this place. Oh, it's Bulk Apothecary. So my shea butter, most of my butters I purchase from Bulk Apothecary. And so you'll see me a lot of times digging out of one of these buckets. So it's just the 2 tablespoons of shea butter that I need for the cream that I'm making, which again is the Soothing Aloe cream for eczema. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, and that won't take very long. A double boiler, I don't have like a double boiler that you buy at the store. I actually just use what I have in my kitchen, which has worked well for me. Also because I'm just me and I don't have a whole bunch of money to invest in all of the products that are marketed for this type of stuff. I just use what I have. And so my double boiler consists of a 10-quart pot and then a aluminum boil. I fill the pot 1/4 of the way with regular faucet water, and I turn it on high. I place that aluminum boil over top of it, and that's where I put my oil so it can melt down. I sometimes will use the microwave to melt my oils, but that's when I'm in a hurry. Today I'm not in a hurry, so no need to rush. And so that is getting all melted down right now. Man, I wish I had a way to show y'all while I'm recording. Actually, I do. So I'm just gonna pause and go away from the camera, and I'll show the oil in the pot as it's melting down, and then I'll come back. So you can see that is just about done melting down. That is just the shea butter. So I'll be adding the other ingredients to that in just a moment. figure out how to edit these videos because I don't really know. And y'all, I'm super excited about starting my YouTube page and everything. So I am going to change this glove because I did just move my hair out of the way. And again, I'm all about things being done in a clean and sterile environment. I will put my hair back, but I started already and my hair doesn't shed, so I'll be really careful of, you know, the transfer of hair into anything. So now I am going to add my jojoba oil. So where is my jojoba oil? This is the jojoba oil that I will be using. This also comes from Bulk Apothecary. And I only need a tablespoon of this. So I'm using the same spoon that I used for the shea butter. Just gonna measure 1 tablespoon and drop that over into the double boiler. Also have my handy dandy spatula because I want to get all of the oil out of there. So I'm going to just scrape the rest of that jojoba oil out of that measuring cup. Because the one thing that I have learned about soap making and skincare products is it's not just a hobby, like especially when you're making it for people. When I started, it was just a hobby for me. I literally was watching YouTube one day and I came across a soap maker and I thought it was interesting. And so I said, oh my goodness, nothing that she is using is inaccessible. And these are things that I like to do. Like, I'm a creative person, creative in the way that, like, I like to do things with my hands. I like to make things. I like to, like, I crochet, I draw. The crazy thing about my creative is that I unfortunately don't have like a creative mind where I can come up with something in my mind and do it. Hopefully that's something that's developing. I know that I'm in my 40s and it might not develop, but I stay hopeful. God is good. So I'm not a creative in that way, but I can do whatever is in front of me. If I see something, I can draw it. If I watch something, I can do it. If I'm watching a video where somebody is making something and I have clear directions, I can do it. So that's how I started doing this. And actually, the company of the young lady who I was watching is called Missouri River Soaps. She's very informative. I really enjoyed watching her videos when I first started making soap, especially. And then I kind of just branched off into the sugar scrubs and body butters and all of that, because everything that you need for soap making is essentially what you need for those items. Of course, I had to add a few things. I had to go purchase some other things so that I could realize, you know, the soaps and the body butters and all of that. But ultimately, I found that all of the ingredients are pretty much the same. It just depends on how you mix them, how you prepare them. And that makes them what they become, which is the soap, the body butters, the sugar scrubs, the lip balms. I do serums for your skin. I do hair serums and hair oils. And so that's how I got my start. But anyway, back into this. So I've got the shea butter. I've got the jojoba oil in the double boiler. I need 5 drops of vitamin E oil. So this is the vitamin E oil. And this I actually got from a beauty supply store in Chicago. This is when I was using vitamin E for my skin, part of my skincare routine at night. So I would wash my face with soap and water, and then I would rehydrate my face with vitamin E oil. And I sent someone to the store to get me some vitamin E oil, and at the time I was using the vitamin E at the drugstore, which I've mentioned in another video is not pure. It's not pure vitamin E. It is simply a carrier oil that has a portion of it is vitamin E, but the majority of it is the carrier oil. And so that's what I was using. I didn't know better at the time, but once I got this, I looked into what the difference was, and the difference between pure vitamin E oil and the oils that you get at the drugstore is the purity of it, obviously, but the visual difference is the viscosity of it. So this is very thick, and it's almost like molasses, whereas the oils that you find in the store, in the drugstore, is more of a liquidy, kind of free-flowing liquid. So anyway, I need 5 drops of this in my recipe for this soothing aloe cream for eczema. So we're gonna drop, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that is it for the vitamin E. All right. And the last thing that I need to add is the vitamin C. So the vitamin C, I wrote my recipe down, y'all. That's what I'm looking at over here. Vitamin C, I need, oh, okay. So the vitamin C is not a part of the oils that I need to add. So the vitamin C is going to actually go into the aloe vera, which I'm changing into a gel. So I've got to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video for now, and then I will pop back on when I'm ready to put together the ingredients for the aloe vera, which is being changed into a gel. Be right back.